A spirited crowd gathered on Wednesday, November 26, 2025 at Lastic Hill in the Castries Central constituency to rally behind their Member of Parliament, Honourable Richard Frederick. The gathering gathered to listen to the response to former Prime Minister Mikey Pilgrim's endorsement of independent candidate Stanley Felix, Frederick's opponent in the upcoming elections. Pilgrim's remarks, which indirectly hinted at corruption without naming Frederick, were met with fierce backlash, both online and at Frederick's public meeting. Frederick wasted no time in dismissing Pilgrim's credibility, referring to him as a failed politician.
Run in 1979. That was the only one he won. He ran in 1982. He lost. He ran the first one in 1987. He lost. He ran the second one in 1987. He lost. He ran in 1992. He lost. He ran the last one in 1997. So how can a loser who has been rejected by the electorate 5 times advise the electorate who to vote for?
Pilgrim served as a former Prime Minister for 4 months, appointed by the Governor-General after the St. Lucia Labour Party captured victory in the elections of 1979. However, he fell out with the Labour Party in 1982.
So you have one who ran 6 times and won once. And that was 46 years ago. A lot of you all didn't born yet. That was the last time he won his only election. Then you have another who has run 2, lost both, and is about to lose his 3rd.
Frederick boasted of his own political track record, having secured victory 4 consecutive times, questioning why opponents with such poor performances even challenge him. In his endorsement speech, Pilgrim urged them to scrutinize candidates carefully. His remarks fueled speculation that Felix had secured a big fish, a high-profile endorsement, to boost his campaign.
So between the two of them, they would have run 9 elections and only won one 46 years ago. And you want to take on a man who has come into the constituency, knocked on the doors of the people of Castries Central on 4 occasions, and every time I knock, they open it, and I'm about to knock again.
However, Frederick and his supporters brushed off the endorsement as irrelevant, confident that his record would speak for itself. His supporters echoed his sentiments, with some openly criticizing Pilgrim and Felix.
So you, when these guys see progress, you can watch it. When they see progress, when they see development, you can watch it. They don't want that. They don't want that for St. Lucia. They want St. Lucia to stay back. But we are not going back. We are not going back. We are ever marching forward for progress and development in this country. And we have seen progress and development with Honourable Richard Frederick.
I said to you, Castries Central, I said to you, the people of Lastic Hill, let us remain focused. They will be coming with the lies, there's deception and the deceit. But we are focused. We are going to the polls on the 1st of December. We are voting the Honourable Richard Frederick because he has worked and he will continue to work.
As the election season heats up, Frederick remains unfazed by external criticism, relying on his past victories and grassroots support. With strong rhetoric and a loyal base, he is determined to secure a 5th consecutive term, dismissing any notion that Pilgrim's endorsement will sway voters. Kayla Edwin, NBC Prime.